Welcome back. So, I guess I'm gonna maybe call this video just what kind of Cherokee are you anyway? Because, man, there's a lot of Cherokees that don't know about me. They don't know who I am. They don't know what tribe I come from. They don't know where I come from. Their story is totally different. They're like, all they want to talk about is the Trail of the Tears. And I'm just going to say this about the Trail of Tears, okay? The trails were developed by the Cherokees. And then they took the Cherokees on the trails? No, they didn't take Cherokees on, those weren't Cherokees. Those are people who lived in Cherokee lands, but the actual Cherokee tribe is one small place. Knoxville is what it's called today, okay? And I have the maps. I've shown a little bit and a link for the maps. Anyway, so what kind of Cherokee am I? I'm not a Trail of Tears Cherokee. I'm more likely to be the guy leading the trail right through my land that the United States government gave me, my tribe, in 1817 in a treaty, an Indian treaty. So we are recognized by the U.S. government. Okay. The land they gave us was in Arkansas, between the White River and the Arkansas River. And then they gave us more land across the southern strip of Kansas. And then, let's see, I'm not sure the timing on this, when the Trail of Tears was probably before that. It's kind of confusing when you get past this treaty. But the Union Army, the United States, was the Northern Cherokees in Kansas and Arkansas. The Confederate Cherokees were all the Cherokees that were on the Trail of Tears that were taken down into southern Oklahoma. I mean, that's just history. People may not like that or whatever, but that's just history. Okay? There were the Cherokees divided into two different groups. One of them was fighting the war for the Union Army, and one was fighting the war for the Confederate Army. So anyway, having said all that, the reason I think I am a Kiowa is because of this guy here in the red shirt. This is my ID right here. And this right here. This is explaining the Cherokee Nation and the USA on July 8th, 1870, a treaty between the Cherokee and the United States and the USA. Let me get my pointer, and I'll show you where it says that. We worked for the United States Army, showing them how to get from Savannah, Georgia to San Francisco, California, which is all the way across the United States, from the federal Cherokee citizens who, by proposition from the federal government, immigrated to the lands stated in the treaty between the Cherokee Nation and the USA on July 8th, 1817. So this is like 18 years before the Trail of Tears. And they gave us this land, and we went out there. And see, this is this immigration state therein is proclaimed by the governor of Arkansas, Mike Huckabee, the Attorney General, Sharon Priest, on September of 1999. We were recognized again formally in 1999. And this was about 1999 that I was here. It was 2002, I think, maybe. There's the front of the card. There's my number, as you can see. County of origin, Ok.Indian Territory, Baxter, Arkansas. And there's my number that it's not sure what it is. And there's my name, Theron Carmichael. Okay? So, these are the people that gave me, actually, that's my mom and dad, that's my dad, that's my mom, and that's me in the yellow shirt right here. And my cat wants outside. And this guy in the red shirt is the guy that told me a lot about the tribe and what it was all about. He's the one that, told me, oh, they're Union Army, and they have trails that go across the United States, and boats, big boats. Let's go inside and look at the boats. So they've got models of the boats. Like I've said before, they look kind of the same shape as a Noah's Ark with a flat bottom, maybe. They got covered tops on them. They're big. They're for shipping, like lots of goods on large rivers. Notably, the Tennessee River, the Mississippi River, to the Arkansas River. Those were the rivers that they traveled on. So, why these are stuck together? Just to be problematic. So this is a cabin that's there at the Indian grounds in Norfork. Okay. And this is me right here. This is me at the Powow. Now here's the guy in the red shirt again. And here's one of these guys that lives around there and knows a whole bunch about this stuff. And they were all explaining. We were sitting here talking about the history of our tribe like all day for a few days. Of course, I showed you that one. And this is there at Norfork, a cabin. It's a cabin we're sitting around. And then I just got lots of pictures. Cabin. What is this? No, this is the Delarue's house. Somewhere here. No, it's not the Delarue's house. I don't know. That's my dad. That's not. I don't know why it says Delarue on it. I've been through these. Oh, that's the Delarue house. Huh. Maybe. Oh, that probably was Dad in the Delarue house. This is Delarue house. This is my great-grandpa, great-great-great-grandpa. Delarue was a quartermaster at Pawhuska, which is the Osage Nation, city of the Osage Nation. They're all a bunch of rich folks. They got a bunch of oil money. And they built this cabin for my great-great-grandpa. But I don't think they did, because he had a house 50 miles away that he actually lived in. And this was just kind of where they distributed axes and saws and pots and pans and stuff like that to the Osage. And there's, I think that's my Papa Raymond. More Osage. They fix it up. It's like this county commission or something now. There's me. That's me right there at the powwow. Here's the cabin. There's a guy in a red shirt. Two guys in the red shirt. The other guy in the red shirt lives around there. And he's really into the tribe and stuff. And he knows a lot of stuff probably from this other guy. They're friends. Probably. I was kind of a stranger. I'd never been here before, so. But they was happy to see me. And that's me in the yellow shirt over here saying, what? Are you kidding me? Because this guy in this red shirt could talk. He could talk, and he could talk, and he could talk. He'd be a good vlogger. So there we are, sitting around. The group looks pretty small there, and it is a small group. It's a small group of people, but it's not that small. We probably had over 4 or 5 days, probably maybe 50 people. See, this guy liked to get up there and do some talking too. And this girl got up there and did some talking too. And this guy did some talking too. And this girl did some talking. There's lots of talking at this kind of powwow. I don't know what in the world that is. Oh, it's Osage. This is not. This is inside the cabin. This is inside the cabin. They got the ships in there somewhere. I don't know if I'll come across them. But this guy, right here is the guy with the bald head with a little hair spot from the front side. If it matters. That right there in the white shirt, that's my mom. That's my mom. Looks like the crowd was getting smaller. Now this is the old courthouse. And this is basically the headquarters of the tribe on this piece of property here with this. And then the blacksmith shop is the other place. And I didn't go in there. I should have. Took some pictures. This is me in the white shirt. That's my son Trent, and that's my mom. And there's one of the red shirt guys. And my mom. Guys, want to see pictures? You want me to go? My mom's 95 years old. Let me go over there and get another video with her. She's been in some YouTube videos, that's for sure. So that lady in the middle is my mom. And I think it's this girl, definitely. I think I even know her name. Is related by name to my mom. So my mom is where I get my Cherokee. And if you're going to get Indian from anywhere, you want it from your mother's side of the family. This is me right there in the white shirt in front of the cabin. In this cabin is the models of the boats that they use for transporting goods on the rivers. And this is my dad and me. My dad and me. And this is a friend of James Wiley Qualls in 1906. He's in Marlow, Oklahoma by then. I think Marlow, Oklahoma, is that right? Osage Quartermaster House. Osage Quartermaster House. Courthouse at the Cherokee Res. Arkansas Cherokee. And all those guys just sitting around chatting, man. That's me in the yellow shirt, of course. Anybody else I know here? That's my mom, and that's my dad. And this is me, mom, dad. I wonder where in the world Trent is? And there's the guy in the red shirt. He knows the whole history. He's like a book, a walking book on our tribe. This is a lie. I gotta leave it turned sideways, don't I? This is a lie. So this is a quartermaster house that the Indians built for my grandpa, great grandpa, the quartermaster Pahuska. And let's see, there's a few things in here. I can't. Well, one, he's not a blacksmith. Okay, blacksmiths worked for him. He trained blacksmiths. He was an army officer, is what he was, and he was a quartermaster. He kept bookwork of who got tools and who got a horse and who didn't get a horse. His name was not Sid Delarue. Okay, he was Swiss blacksmith, yes, but he was also an U.S. Army officer, and his name was not Sid. It was Nicholas. Sid was actually, yeah, I don't want to get into that but his name was actually Nicholas, and that's in the Oklahoma Chronicles. So I actually have proof of that. And Sid was a house builder guy. Promised so, they say they built this house for him. His house is like a few miles north of Coffeyville. So close, but no cigar. Jefferson T. Rowe. I'm out of here. Bye.